Hey Kickstarters, my whole desire is to come up with a deck of cards that you will love. Both of these decks, the Bicycle Edition and the Gold Edition deck, has been a passion of mine for the last 4 months.
Well, the Golden Spike was named after the commemorative last spike that was driven into the rails after the completion of the first Transcontinental Railroad back in 1869 at Promontory Point, Utah. What really intrigues me most about it is the stories that these men who came from the east to the west just to get to California for the gold rush. I'm amazed at what they did, and it just made me so proud to be able to do this deck. Since there are two railroads, the Union Pacific and the Central Pacific, that were part of the completion of the first Transcontinental Railroad, I basically split up the two. The Union Pacific is the black suits, so the spades in the clubs, and the Central Pacific are the red suits, the hearts and the diamonds. Now the kings were the barons, basically headed everything up. They financed everything. They invested a lot of their money into this whole thing. It took me a little while to find the queens, and the reason being is that there wasn't really a lot of women out west back then, and ones you could find, women that you would probably consider be a little risky to put in a deck of cards. So hopefully they come off well in my deck. The way I did the aces this time, it tells a little bit of a story, and they're representations of a group or the side that they're on. So the ace of spades is a representation of the Union Pacific engine in 119. Now the ace of hearts has the Jupiter, the number 60, that came from the Central Pacific side. And the ace of diamonds, which is a Chinese worker holding a stick of dynamite to represent their contribution to the Central Pacific. 4,000 Chinese people were hired back then to help with the Central Pacific Railroad, and they were instrumental in building the tunnels. The ace of clubs will be an Irish worker on the Union Pacific side. The Irish were on both sides, the Union Pacific and the Central Pacific, so I chose to use the Irish on the Union Pacific side. And my plan is to create an ad card that will explain all these people and the reason why I put them on the cards. I'm looking forward to getting this deck into your hands, and the only way that that's going to happen is through your support and through your backing of these projects. I really appreciate your willingness and your backing. So, thank you.